Uh, now ran a teaser last week. What's the difference between the Midianites and the Agagites? So did you hear what Dr. England said about this? He was pointing out Midianites have a closer connection to the Israelites. Wherever you find someone going on the road to prophecy, they're sort of the middlemen. Moshe Rabbeinu has to go among the Midianites in order to first find God, and then the Jews first have to encounter Yisro, right next to Chorev. He's a neighbor. Like Moshe Rabbeinu is watching his father-in-law's flock, and he just goes into the desert in Chorev. Har Sinai is neighboring where the Midianites used to do their travels. They're basically Bedouins, but they were right near Har Sinai. So there's something connection going on here. Midian is a close relative of Isaac. He's one of his brothers. Okay, but he's one of the main. He's the main son of Keturah. All the Bnei Keturah are mentioned again in the Torah. The Midianites are recurring characters because they lived on the border. The Midianites are the closest to Bnei Keturah, the dominant tribe among the Bnei Keturah. Moshe, it says in the Torah that they're given some sort of gift by Abraham. He gave them a gift of some sort. Okay? Might not be a monetary gift. Chazal point out it wasn't a monetary gift because he gave everything he had to Isaac, but he gave gifts to his brother, to his children. What does that mean? Okay, ideas. Okay, gave them some sort of ideas. Well, Chazal's called Kuchos Atum, which is not some witchcraft, but ideas. Okay, ideas about getting closer to God. So the Midianites are already closer than everything. So the problem with the Amalekites and Midianites is in Sefer Shmos, the Amalekites come to wipe out the Jews, and the Midianites come in Bamidbar. And with regards to the Amalekites, the revenge must be taken. They have to be wiped out, but it's pushed off to the distant future. Ketov Zod Zikaron Basefer, Simboz Ne Yoshua. One day God will erase them. Machoim Ched Zecher Amalek, Timched Zecher Amalek. But it's a Milchama Hashem Dor Yad Al Kes Ka. There's a lot. It's something about it is almost messianic, apocalyptic. You're never going to beat Amalek until sometime in the distant future. Right? And it says also that you're to only fight them. Once you're finished with all your wars, one day you'll get back to getting rid of Amalek. Whereas with regards to Midian, it's Moshe Rabbeinu, you have 8 weeks left to live. Get rid of Amalek now. Get rid of Midian now. Right now. Okay? Why? Why the haste? So one of the things I was pointing them that I pointed to the guys here on the Yishuv was that Amalek is the polar opposite of Israel. Right? Amalek he's very clear. He's Lahachis God. He's totally against it. Okay? He is dedicated to destruction, physical and spiritual. The Midianites are more like chametz and matzah. What's the difference between chametz and matzah? Chametz is this close to being matzah. Matzah is this close to being chametz. What's the difference? Did you do it with haste or not? Did you do it quickly enough? As a matter of fact, matzah is the most dangerous thing you could eat on Pesach. It's the only thing that could have potentially become chametz. If you're a good guy and you're just eating, let's say, beans and rice, so there's no chance that could become chametz on Pesach. But if you're eating matzah, how do you know they baked it fast enough? Matzah is the riskiest thing. So you have to do it. Not only that, you have to get rid of all the chametz before Passover. You have to completely do it every single year. Right now, check your whole house. Make sure you remove every last bit of chametz. Right? Chametz I can understand on Pesach you're supposed to eat matzah. What did the chametz do? Chametz represents avodah zarah, by the way. Chametz represents certain types of avodah zarah, by the way. There are Amalekites who are basically atheists. They're against God. They will have pagan rituals that involve bloodshed and everything else, all the worst. It's wrong. And then you have certain avodah zarah, which is surreptitiously, it's very close to Judaism. It pretends to be Judaism. It's close to it, but it's not. Okay? Those are the tricky kind that you have to watch out for. That's chametz type. Okay? Chametz is sometimes kosher, by the way. You could eat chametz, just not in the temple, not on Passover. Higher standard. Yeah, we're eating chametz right now. But, I guess Amalek represents what forbidden food? Basar b'chalav, pork, all the real forbidden stuff. Chametz is, but when chametz is forbidden, you have to burn it. You have to destroy it. Basically, chametz is treated like avodah zarah suddenly when it comes to Passover. You treat it exactly like avodah zarah. So when you have these Midianites, Rav Sternbuch wrote about this. There were some Jews who were trying to be makar of the Midianites. They came to them, they had a fair. Not, well, I guess it led to affairs with two F's and an A, but a fair, Fair, like a flea market. Come to do business with Jewish people, and they're basically like, "Hey, we're close to you. We like you. We love you. Want you love us." There was a people who advocated for kiruv. Moshe Rabbeinu, you yourself married one of these women. Your father-in-law is a prominent Midianite. He's as a matter of fact the most prominent Midianite around. According to one medrash, he's a number 2 guy to Pharaoh. So what's going on here? And they're the gateway to prophecy, and like I said, they live there. So the Midianites are dangerous. The Midianites are dangerous because of their closeness. So just like every year you got to get rid of the chametz, you got to get rid of the matzah. So too, you got to get rid of the Midianites right now. You can't say that, oh, what happened here? By the way, they tricked you into doing averos. The Amalekites just kill you. The Amalekites just try to get you involved in straight sin. Like, this is a sin, so you're going to do it. The Midianites try to tell them, no, this is technically permitted. Moses did it. Zimri's claim. This isn't really idolatry. So that's the problem. Whereas Chazal said, Bedile mine. Okay? Why do you have to treat chametz so strictly on Pesach? Chazal said, you're not Bedile mine. With pork, milk and meat, Baal worship, you're bedile. You never have anything to do with that. You know what's usher. You don't have it around the house. Chametz, you sometimes have it around the house. So on Passover, you have to treat it with exceptional alacrity. Really got to look after it and get rid of it. These Midianites, they were not bedile. By the way, Amalek came from Esau, but Esau removed himself. Amalek is the most removed of Esau's descendants. Midian is not. So it's a problem. So you have to watch out for it. So you got to get rid of them quickly, like the chametz, and that's the difference between the Midianites and the Amalekites.
We would like to encourage our viewers to share these videos with friends and send in your responses. If you would like to obtain Birkon Nusach Eretz Yisrael or invite the rabbi for a speaking engagement, please email us at office@machonshilo.org.